Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Thank you guys so much for the recent support on this channel. I just really appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos, liking my videos, and sharing them, subscribing. Whatever that you do, I want to say thank you so much for just supporting this channel. In this video, I'll be talking about one of the freelance gigs I did in the recent months, where I was doing a hybrid shoot of photos and videos for this Korean acting agency here in Vancouver. And if you live in Vancouver, you know that the Korean community and the Asian community as a whole is very tight and is very small. So for this shoot, we were shooting in a small church here in Vancouver because we couldn't get access to any of the bigger studios here. So we ended up just renting a small church here, and this was a hybrid shoot for a acting agency, again filming headshots for the actors, but also filming a slate. Basically, a slate is a 30-second clip of the actor introducing themselves and doing a 360 turn, kind of showing their body, showing their body profile, showing their height, to have a tape ready for audition. So this was the gig. So essentially, it was a 3 hour shoot day ish. The majority of the time was actually setting up, getting the frames done, and having a good looking frame for both video and photos. So essentially, I shot 7 actors, and every single actor received 5 photos that I edited in Lightroom, and 25 to 30 pictures were taken during the shoot. So the first problem I ran into the shoot was the location. The location, because this was a small church building, I struggled to really get a clean frame, especially with the backdrops, because the backdrops I had, it was very limited, it was small, and because the time and the constraints and the room that we were in, we couldn't use any bigger backdrops. So therefore, when I attempted to do anything like a full body shot or anything that required me to grab wide shots, I simply couldn't. So with the cameras, I used the FX30 for the video part, and I used the Sony a7 III for the photos. So the 24-70 from Sigma, amazing one and all camera lens to do photography and videography with. So that was the main lens. So with me just kind of talking, really no editing in this video, you could see the B-rolls, and through the B-roll, hopefully you'll understand the things that I'm saying. So the first challenge was the space, and the second challenge was time constraint. The whole shoot had to be done in pretty much 3 hours. And because the setup and strike themselves took quite a bit of time, we actually ended up finishing on time. However, I feel like I rushed through the photography process because, through actors and through subjects who are not normally comfortable in front of the camera, your job is to make them feel comfortable. And with the time constraint I had, I tried my best to kind of direct the actors to get them comfortable in front of the camera. And as I delivered these photos to the client, I noticed that I was missing a backlight. So there were just many things that just went wrong with this shoot. However, I feel like with these type of vlogs, you need to be transparent on things that you could have done better. And in this shoot, I could have definitely brought a Hairlight, which I'm using as a key light for my video right now. So I needed to bring this light with me so I can use this as a hair light. So all of the photos I took, there was just no depth to the image. The key light and the bounce, it was all good, but then the the hair light portion was just completely not there. It was just missing. So if there's one thing that I need to take into consideration for my next photography gig, is to bring a hair light. Not just any cinematography gig or any photography gig, just in general, you need a hair light. The hair light is significant when it comes to making a 3-point lighting look good, and the hair light will separate your subject from the background. Therefore, it is super important. So that was one major problem I ran into during the shoot. And also, one of the major issues I ran into the shoot was actually unloading and loading my gear. So as I was loading and unloading my gear, a lot of my light stand just fell off my cart. And because my cart is just a roller type of cart, like it's just rock and roll type of cart, you don't actually have any compartments that you can leave your light stand resting, right? So if you check out a professional camera cart or a DIT's camera cart, you know that they have a flat surface where they can work, and I just simply didn't have that. So so I was so stressed about this to the point where after the shoot, I went on Marketplace and I actually got a camera light stand bag that I can put my camera tripod and my light stands, so I can carry it with one bag without having to go up and down the stairs of any location. And especially with my house being a townhouse, I have lots of stairs. So yeah, so that was also one problem I needed to fix and did fix and need to watch out for in the future. And overall, the production side of it was not bad. I had my Aputure 120D as the key light with the softbox. I had a 5-in-1 reflector to bounce off the light onto the subject's face. I had a backdrop, so the whole setup was very professional. And in terms of the video side, it was a super straightforward 30-second video. I just had my FX30 on sticks, and I shot the actors in front of a white wall to act as a backdrop. And this is also going back to the small location. When you're location scouting, you want to find the biggest place possible, just so that you have the flexibility to be creative when it comes to staging your lights and staging your subjects, staging your cameras. When it comes to pre-production, location scouting is super important. And because this church was very small, we just ended up using a white painted wall as the backdrop. So this 30-second slate wasn't anything significant when it comes to like the overall image. At the end of the day, my FX30 got the job done, and yeah, it was pretty much at the end of the day, I got the job. Always be one step ahead of the client when it comes to the location and the time frame that you have to shoot your project. So for this, I had 2 camera bodies and I had 1 main lens, which was my Sigma 24-70. So for the future, for my work, I should probably rent or purchase another zoom lens that I can use and leave on my FX30, so I don't have to do this lens changing, which not only costs into the time, but also brings unnecessary time change or gear change that I need to put into this shoot. So for those who are watching this video, if you haven't done a photography gig or a filmmaking gig, always have lens choices. Of course, having one lens is definitely the way to go when it comes to transportation. But if your budget and the client has the money to hire you and your gear, then I do highly suggest purchasing an extra zoom lens or extra prime lens to keep on both of your camera bodies. Second takeaway is definitely being more comfortable with directing. Of course, because people are just regular people, when we sit behind the camera, even me talking right now to you guys, I feel very awkward and I don't really feel supernatural. So learning to direct actors and just regular people in front of the camera, that's a really good skill set to learn. And just making sure that the actors and the subjects are comfortable behind the camera or in front of the camera, and making sure that they pretend the camera doesn't exist, that will allow you as the cinematographer, as the photographer, to really get a really good result for the actors and the subjects. And you as a director, or if you're working with a director, just make sure that your lighting and your audio and all of these other things that make the video and photos really great, make sure that makes the subjects and the actors comfortable as well. Just the things that you do on set, make sure that the subject and the actors are comfortable, because once they are comfortable with you and all the lighting and all the equipment that's shining down on them, then you'll have a shoot that's way more easy. So yeah, so this was a long video. Again, hopefully some of the stuff I missed, hopefully you saw it in the B-roll. Again, I'm shooting this like I'm shooting this like a week after the production has been completed and the photos already has been delivered. So yeah, so there might be some stuff that I'm missing, and this video is not perfect at all. There's gonna be a lot of repetitions, and there's gonna be a lot of things I just couldn't be more clear of. However, I'm hoping that this video goes to show you that not every photography and cinematography gig is perfect. There's always going to be time and place where you face challenges, and you need to make videos like these to not only reflect yourself as a creator, but also use this video to help others do better for their photography and cinematography gig. So if this video has helped, and if this vlog style video has helped, I hope that you guys will like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.